Hey, all right, everybody, how's it going? Look, I got another box. Now, what's inside this box by here today? Well, inside this box by here is an Engwe M20. Now, if you go back and look at my videos in the past, or you're a long-time subscriber, I actually did buy an Engwe M20 and I modified it and changed quite a few things. But the one thing that Engwe has changed on this bike compared to the one I bought quite a while back is they've put a much longer rear shock on the back compared to the original ones. The original one I had was something like 190mm shock. This one, we'll measure in a bit, but I know it's a lot longer. I don't know if that was because the seat was a little bit low for some people and they wanted to higher it, or they wanted to put more suspension in. I'm not quite sure. All I know is it's longer. Now, we'll get this out of the box, we'll put it together, and then we'll test the shock and see what it's like. Okay, so we do have a couple of boxes with inside the box. So let's have a quick look inside this one here. We also, the side stand has got to be put on. We've got some pedals. We got some spanners. Another big spanner. We've got some spare brake pads. Front axle. Charger. Some stickers. Instruction manual. Then in this box over here is the front headlight, which is all wrapped up. Now, you're going to have spacers, washers, and these type of washers as well, and your nuts. And if you want to work out which side goes where, if you put the axle through and just put it on the wheel like that, you can tell that this long one goes on this side, and I think the long one on this side with a washer. I think that's how it goes on that side there, and then this will go on there like that. There's a little hole under there that it goes into. Then on this side with the disc brake, because if you put it in with a disc brake, you know exactly where you are. You've got the small spacer on this side, then it'll be a washer, and then that one will go on there like that. So let's put this together. So I've loosened off the brake. You'll have to adjust that when you turn the bike back round the other way. But on the disc side, small spacer, washer, then the washer with the clip thing in, and a nut. And on this side, the long spacer, washer with the clip thing in, then the nut. Now let's put the bike together. Now, I've taken one of these lights apart by here because they've got this horrible, I don't know if you can see that there, they've got this horrible plastic film. Now you could cut around here gently with a Stanley knife and peel that off, because I've taken it apart here. I don't know if you can see inside. I'll try and show you where it is. There's some spring clips in there, look. So they're a bit tricky to get back on. But if I turn it around, I don't know if you can see, is it there? I don't know if you can see, the actual plastic comes and wraps around and goes, there, look, there, see, the plastic actually comes inside. So I'm going to take this headlight off and take the whole bit of that plastic off because it looks terrible. It's on there to protect it within shipping, but it goes inside there. So let me take the springs off and I'll tell you if it's really difficult or not. Okay, there you go. I've taken these little spring clips out. That's separated from there. That's the DRL. That's the main headlight inside. DRL's on the outside. So let's take this bit off here. Just put it there for a second, like there. Then turn this around like that. And you can see, if I can get it out, you can see it's got this horrible plastic coating on. So I'll take that off now. I'll take the whole of this plastic off and I'll reassemble it. And these bits are the tricky bits by here. Right, okay, here it is, all put together. Now, it is a nice looking bike. I gotta say, it's a nice looking bike. They've sent me the twin battery version, 13 amp hours each, 48 volts, so that's 26 amp hours, so you're gonna have a decent amount of range. And like I said earlier, this has got a longer shock. I think this is, I'll measure it in a second, I keep saying I'm gonna measure it. The original one, which was 2 years ago, I bought this almost 2 years ago, it was 190 millimeters. This one is a lot, it looks a lot longer, and the seat feels a lot higher, and it's starting to rain. So let's have a bit of a closer look, because it's starting to rain. So let's get on with the video. Okay, so looking down here, the front and rear wheels, 160 millimeter discs with mechanical brake discs, and the wheels are 20 inches with a 4-inch wide tyre. Okay then, so this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. Now I'm 5'10", 178 centimetres or 1.78 metres. I have got to reach forward ever so slightly, but it's still a comfortable position because you are almost upright. If you're taller than me, you'll be further back. If you're shorter than me, you'll be further forward. I mean, you can sit back a bit as well. You have got a little bit of room on the seat as well, but it is comfortable. I would prefer the handlebars to be slightly higher, if that's my opinion, but there, I'd prefer that, but it's still a comfortable seating position. Right, okay, you've got the twin headlights here, so if I turn the bike on, I'll just hold the on button there, like that, and then you've got the DRLs there, and if I press this button here, like that, let me see if that's on, you've got the two main headlights, which are very good. Then at the back by here, look, if I put the light on, you've got the tail light, and if I pull the brakes like that, it gets ever so slightly brighter, so you can see the brakes as well. Right, okay, got the measuring tape, so let's measure this shock. Let's put that down there, and it's from eye to eye or point to point. That's 240 millimeters. Now, the original one, back 2 years ago, was 190 millimeters, and I'm assuming they did put this longer shock on to make the seat just a little bit higher, so your knees don't come up so far. Okay, looking up on the handlebars, you've got your headlight switch there, off and on. You've got your horn. Very, very loud, so that's very good. You've got your display there, which is nice and bright. Then over here, you've got your 7-speed Shimano and your half-twist throttle. Okay then, there you go. That was a quick look around the bike. So let's get it out on the old open road. Right, okay, here we are, out on the old open road. And it's a beautiful day today. I think it's 15 degrees Celsius. The sun is shining. It's not too windy, so it's quite nice. So I'm going to give it the old, it's got the half-twist throttle there. So I'm going to give it the full twist, and we'll just see when we get on the straight there how fast it goes, because it's unlocked. It came to me unlocked, full power, so we'll give it the full beans, like so, and then we'll see how fast this goes. So what are we doing here? 23, 24, 25, we're going to get 26, come on! 26, there we go, 26, so with me on it, 26 miles an hour, it's not bad at all, is it? Right, so let's go around the corner by here, like so, and we will head to the hill, and we'll give it the old hill test as well, and see what it's like. Now, I am using the half-twist throttle. I will probably be using that most of the time because it's not very nice to pedal. I'll try and show you. Let's get past this van a minute. I don't know what this van is doing by here. He's indicating but he's not turning in, so I don't know what he's doing. So let's get past him. Okay, right, so let me get off this main road and I'll show you why this bike definitely needs a throttle. Now, you've probably seen the M20 before because there's quite a lot of videos on it. Let's get around the corner by here. Let's try the horn. Okay. Right, the horn worked. The people saw me. Now, I don't know if you can see by here. You can pedal. You can, but that's my knee is up. It's going past 90 degrees, if you know what I mean. So you can pedal, but if you did run out of battery, this bike wouldn't be the best to pedal. It's not that kind of bike. It's the kind of bike that uses the twist throttle. So anyway, let's put the twist throttle on. Now we're coming up towards the tunnel. So we'll try the light in the tunnel now. I'll turn the light on. The light switch is there. So we get to the tunnel. It is a dual light, so I expect it to be pretty good. I have tried to put these lights in the best. There we go. There's lights there. You can see it's very bright over the other side. It's very bright. So in the night, that would be fantastic. Now let's just get out of this tunnel because it's quite cold in here. It's lovely and warm in the sun, but out by here is a little bit cold. So let's pull over by here. Let's put the camera a bit higher. Right, okay, got the camera a little bit higher. So let's give the old twist throttle over there. We pull off. Now we're on the not so steep part. We come into the steep part in a second. And you see what this bike is like going up a hill. So here we go. Come into the steeper part any second. Just round the corner by here. Starting to get a bit steeper. We're going at 16 miles per hour, 17 miles per hour. I expect it to slow down a little bit by here. Now we have got a twin battery, so we've got 26 amp hours altogether, so it's going to be, we're going to go quite a good distance with this bike with the twin battery version. We're down to 14 miles per hour, but we are on the steepest part of the hill. It's gone back up to 15 miles per hour. So it gets you up the hill. Lovely. It's fantastic. It is nice. Let's just pull over by here a second. Right, okay. It's made up the hill fantastically. Done it easy. Now, just visually you can see the bike is higher. Well, I don't know. If you went back and look at my other videos, you can see the back of the end is a little bit higher, but it's still, your knees still do come up a bit. But like I said, this bike isn't about pedaling mainly up hills. It's about using the throttle. That's why it comes with a throttle. But it is a good looking bike. Now let's do the squish test on the seat. Let's have a quick look like that. Now the seat is nice and squishy. It is not too bad at all. I would say that that suspension shock there is on the firm side. So it does move, but it is on the firm side. Anyway, let's get up the top of that hill, up there, and when we get to the top of the hill, we'll try these brakes. They are mechanical brakes, but they usually still work. You just got to pull them harder, as long as you've got, good grip strength. But let's get up this bit of the hill by here. Have we got a walk function? We'll have a look when we get a little bit further up. Quite easy to get on. It's not, the seat is not overly high. So let's see how it pulls off by here. No pedaling. And away we go. Woo-hoo-hoo. So we're doing 7 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. Starting to pick up speed now. But this bit by here is probably the steepest bit of all. By here. See what the handling is like. Oh, watch that. It does handle pretty well, actually. I can go side to side, look. No problem at all. We're doing 11 miles per hour. I think it's going to flatten out by here. When we get to the next bit of the hill, I'll see if it has got a walk function. I don't know if it has. It should have. It probably has. Right, okay, the walk function is usually hold down the minus button. So let's hold down the minus button there. And we've got a little P on the thing, a little P it says. So this is the walk function. Now some walk functions, you can take your hand off and it'll keep going until you press the brake. And some walk functions, let me take my hand off. On this one, it stops when you take your hand off. So let's put it back on again. There we go. And this is going, I would say this is 1 mile an hour. It feels like it's about 1.5 miles per hour. But this is a sort of a nice pace, I'd say. So there we go. The walk function is a nice pace. Let's jump back on the bike, like so. And off we go. Now we'll get to the top of the hill. If you've ever seen my videos before, we'll do the brake test on the way back down. And then after the brake test, we'll see how fast this bike freewheels with gravity back down that hill. Usually we get to around about 30 miles per hour. That's the sort of benchmark we're looking for, about 30 miles per hour. Now usually on the smaller battery e-bikes, when I come up this hill, which is about 1.5 miles, I'd say, going up that hill constantly usually takes 1 bar off the battery, but we still have, is that 5 bars? We still have the full 5 bars, obviously because we've got 26 amp hours. But anyway, let's get down this hill. What I was just going to show you is a couple of horses, but look, it is a beautiful day today. Bit of nice scenery there. There's quite a few horses. That one's got an orange coat on. Some of them got coats on, some of them haven't. They'd probably like to take their coats off in this weather, wouldn't they? Anyway, so let's go down this hill by here. This is not scientific, it's just me pulling the brakes. We'll go down here, we'll get to about that speed by here, and then ready, steady, go! And there we go. So let's get off the bike. Now it's dry today, so the bike does want to stop quicker. Let's have a look behind me. Let's put that like that, like there. Stay bike. Let's walk to the end of here. It did stop pretty quick. There we go. I'll come by here like that. And it is a nice dry day. I think I've left the light on. There we go. Lovely. That has stopped very quick. So let's jump back on the bike. I think I'll go a bit further today because I'll try and go a little bit further today because we have got plenty of amp hours. And I think this is the nicest day of the year so far. So let's go down the hill with gravity. I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting my bike roll. No cars coming behind me, is it? No. So let's just let the bike roll down the hill and we'll see what kind of speeds we get to. 13 miles per hour. 15 miles per hour. 18 miles per hour. 22 miles per hour. 28 miles per hour. 29 miles per hour. 30 miles per hour. Yeah, look, 30, nearly about 31. 31 miles per hour. 32 miles per hour. And there we go. That was about 32 miles per hour. Right, okay, let's go down by here, I think. Let's have a look down here. I think this goes to the mountain this way here. So let's get down this path. Gate is open, that's quite nice. Let's see if we can get through here. Do a little bit of off-roading. Oh, bit of a bump there, stuff. Oh, right, there we go, up there. Right. Bit of a bumpy path this is. Oh. There we go, we come up a nice field. Right, I think I'll go down here. I went over a rock there and I almost came a cropper. But anyway, let's get down this bit by here. It's not too muddy today because it has been dry for a while. Usually gets pretty boggy by here, but it's not too bad. Right, okay, so I have been travelling about for a while now, and we still got, like you can see on my luck, 4.6 miles, and we still have full battery by there, and that's been 4.6 miles going up and down hills, around the mountain, so the battery is doing very, very well. So let's carry on, let's enjoy the sun. Woohoo! Right, okay, I think we'll go to this next big hill by here. Now this hill is even steeper than the last hill, so I might have to use my legs a little bit. We'll find out when we get there. But let's give it the full throttle, and we'll get up this hill now. See what it's like. I haven't got to the hill yet, it's just in front of me. But this hill is a lot steeper than the last one. But the bike should get up here. Well, we'll see, we'll find out now. Because we're on the hill right now. Woohoo! Right then. So it is slowing down to 18, 16. We are slowing down a little bit. 14 miles per hour. But we're not far from the top now. So here we go. 13 miles per hour. Is it going to go any slower? 12 miles per hour. 13. It does it when it gets to a hill, it does slow down, but it does keep going. So that's pretty good, isn't it? Anyway, let's carry on up there. Right, okay then, there you go. That's my review of the Engwe M20 with the longer shock. Still feels very similar bike to me. The seat is a bit higher, so your knees don't come up so far. But anyway, if you did like this review, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hi!